Because we don't catch everything. I try.
I mean, I don't really catch much at all. Like, I try to. I do my best. I'm fairly up to date, but I
Mostly
think...
because I tell you. No.
I mean, half and half.
Yeah,
I mean, you're a good source of information.
I just talk a lot about...
You do.
shit
You've got
that I
a lot
find
to talk
interesting.
about. Hence why we thought it'd be a great thing to do, start a podcast. Because both of us love the sound of our own voice.
It's good to me.
It's good to me.
Yeah. How we doing?
I'm good.
Fuck yeah. Oh,
First
I'm already
podcast.
swearing.
You're already swearing.
First sentence.
Wow.
Yeah.
Said you weren't going to do that.
I know. I'm trying.
Got to be really, really careful on our language in this podcast because we got fisherman mouth.
We do.
And, we love to use the F-bomb and C-bomb and your mum.
Mm-hmm. I don't even think about it. Sometimes
It just happens.
Yeah.
Like it's like a way of emphasizing
Yeah.
something that you think is really cool, but it is a really good way of showing how unintelligent you are.
Not wrong. Yeah. Sometimes I use the C word more as the word for person than the actual word like
Yeah, dude,
like
same
person
here. Like,
or like their actual name.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
Yeah. But that's just Australian culture, I think.
But moving forward,
Yes.
this is A2B Podcast.
Podcast.
Number 1.
Episode 1.
What's your
Volume
name?
1.
Who are you?
I'm Ajax. Jax.
Nice.
Yes.
To me, I'm Balak.
Balak.
B for Balak.
Are we talking about the name change or have we not committed to that?
I mean, look, I'm like really keen for it. Like,
Yeah.
I think like I've got a really interesting name.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Balak, the way it's spelt, it's like B-A-I-L-A-K.
Yeah.
And people always say Balak or, you know what I mean? It's just like really hard to pronounce. And it's like, I think it's sick because it's got a good origin. It's got a good origin story. But at the same time, I'm very conflicted. So I don't know. I don't really want to go there right now. I think
Okay, that's fine.
I think stay tuned.
Fair
Stay
enough.
tuned for a name change, but I think I'm just going to keep it.
Stick with Balak for now.
Mate, I am me.
You are Balak, yeah.
I am Balak.
Half your mates call you Balak anyway.
Everybody knows me as Balak.
Yeah.
I'm going through an identity crisis. I think I'm going through menopause.
Quarter life crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going through a lot right now.
Yeah.
But here we are.
We are here.
Here we are. So we are starting a podcast to kind of showcase Adelaide hip hop.
Lift the scene up is what we need to do. It's what needs to be done. Nobody's doing it. Well, I'm not saying nobody's doing it. There are people in Adelaide doing it
That
right
are
now.
really
They're
making
hustling.
some effort.
They're actually, and the scene has progressed quite a lot in the last
It really
6
has.
months. It's
There
grown
is a lot of hot shit
There
talent
is.
in Adelaide right now.
Yep.
I think that having a platform like this is really going to be able to give artists a way of introducing themselves, telling their story, who they are as people, what's coming out for them, what to look out for, shows.
Because we don't catch everything. I try.
I mean, I don't really catch much at all. Like, I try to. I do my best. I'm fairly up to date, but I
Mostly
think...
because I tell you. No.
I mean, half and half.
Yeah,
I mean, you're a good source of information.
I just talk a lot about...
You do.
shit
You've got
that I
a lot
find
to talk
interesting.
about. Hence why we thought it'd be a great thing to do, start a podcast. Because both of us love the sound of our own voice.
Absolutely.
Love to talk.
Mhm.
Can talk for hours. Can talk with a mouth full of marbles underwater.
Yep.
Hence why we're rappers.
Correct. Yes. And hence why we love rap in general and why we're just like... I think as a core, we're both just like hip-hop fans. I mean...
Oh, dude, yeah,
just
heavy.
fans of music in general. But
yeah,
like
just music.
Adelaide hip-hop, like I'm a fan of the scene at the moment.
Dude, I am really hyped for what's coming out in the scene
Yeah.
right now. Like, there is a lot of dope artists that need some recognition.
100%.
Adelaide slept on. Let's be honest. It is extremely slept on in the ways of the Australia hip-hop culture.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some really great people like Bales and Rock Biz who put on Open Mic Hype, which kind of gives the scene a chance to jump up on stage and meet each other, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And kind of come out of your burrows, because we all get stuck in our bedrooms and writing our music at 4
Yeah.
a.m. in the morning. And
Just being a crazy person.
yeah, you
rapping
know,
to
well,
yourself.
to make music, you got to be insane.
Yeah,
like, you
that's-
got to be crazy.
That's right,
Like,
man.
the process is just very, very grueling. Like, it is a gross process.
Yeah.
And I think time after time after time again, you just keep going in the same circle. You know, you're trying to write something that doesn't exist. You know, you're trying to touch something that doesn't exist, you know? That almost next level.
Yeah.
You know, when you're trying to put something there that you know is there, it's you know, it's a very hard process sometimes, and you don't really see the return from it a lot, you know? And
once you've been doing it for a while and you know you can do it, it almost gets harder because
you get
you
stagnant. You
you
lose
have
love, man.
such high expectations for yourself as well. Like, I know I can do this because I've done it before.
Yeah.
So you try hard and you force it, and that's why I see a lot of established artists that their skill in their art tends to decline over the years because they're not in touch with that, like, fucking heart and soul that they were when they
definitely,
first
man.
started. They're
Definitely.
expecting too much of themselves.
I've definitely
and they're
been
trying
guilty of
too
that.
hard.
I've definitely been guilty of that. I think we've all been guilty of that.
Absolutely.
Because there's a point in every artist's career that it's just like, okay, am I doing this for me? Or am I doing this to be somebody or be something?
Yeah.
You know, and I think every artist has to ask themselves that. And a real artist will be doing it for the music, you know, for themselves. I think it's where the best music comes from, pain and struggle.
I agree.
I think it's the most relatable shit because everybody struggles. Everyone goes through stuff that they think that no one will ever understand. And I think music is a great way of expressing that. And for me, as an artist, it's been a massive thing for me to be able to express myself.
Yep. Well, let's talk more about that. Where did you come from? What's your past?
Here we go.
How did you get into rapping?
Well, I started at a very young age. I've been rhyming for a few years now. Probably dropped my first track when I was about 14, 15, when I was living at my brother's house.
So over 10 years.
Yeah. Not like consecutively, not consistently. Like
Mm-hmm.
I've taken a lot of time off music. I only really write music when I'm kind of needing a way to express myself, you know? Like I need an outlet to vent because I don't think talking to someone is going to help it. So I talk to the page and I use that as an expression. Where it came from, I think having a musically grounded family was really helpful for that. My mum was a singer-songwriter and used to listen to her belting out her tunes through the house. And
She's pretty talented too.
dude, she's pretty good. She's got some lungs on her, that old duck. Shout out Mumsy. Love ya. Yeah, so having that influence really helped me to progress in my music and kind of find my groundings. It kind of took a big turn when I was about 15. So my family was very torn. I had a bit of a traumatic childhood. And through that, I turned to drugs because I didn't really have anything else to turn to. Turned to street and running amok. And yeah, I used to do a lot of silly nonsense as a kid, to say the least. Started using ice at a very, very young age and battled for that for many years, and only just started to come to the clearer side of that, you know what I mean? For a long time, I would see the grass on the other side of the fence and be like, why is that so green and mine is just a desert?
Yeah.
And I realised grass is always greener where you water it.
100%.
And I really had to make a change, and I found music was the thing that kind of dragged me away from that life.
Yeah.
And kind of gave me a platform to kind of speak about my experiences through that struggle and through that change and through that pain.
That's the beautiful thing about music, man. Whether you're an artist or not, it's like that shit gets you through so much. Like, just listening to music has gotten me through so much.
Yeah,
struggle.
dude, 110%. Like, it's just the thing that you kind of connect to.
Yeah.
When you hear someone else's being through what you've gone through, you're like, oh, shit. I'm not the only one. I'm not alone.
Yeah, dude.
You know, there is a different avenue. that is really helpful and really positive. And crime in jail isn't an outlet. It is honestly the most toxic environment, and I learnt that very quickly. I lost a lot of good people. A lot of friends passed away, and it was really hard for me at that time. So I kind of drove myself away from that, dragged myself out of it. Had a lot of good people help me over my time. Shout out Jay Knowledge.
Yep. She's a real one.
She's a real one, man. She's really just given me an extra spine. You know what I mean? Like a new way of fucking holding myself. Just she was a big fucking chip in that journey, and through that I've done a lot of hard work. It has been a very long road, but music has been my crutch through that, and that's why I still love it. Recently, I've been stepping out of my shell a lot more. I went very stagnant and quiet for 14 months.
A lot of people do it. It happens.
Just doing life. Hey, but here I am. I've made 13 tracks, 14 tracks over the years. Mm-hmm. Got a couple music videos on YouTube.
Fuck yeah, yep.
But yeah, other than that, I think music has been the way that I've been able to express myself through all the pain and the trauma. And that's why I fucking love music.
And you're killing it.
Killing it.
Hell yeah.
How about you, man? Enough about my old hard life and sell off. Dude, I don't even know. I'm trying to be funny, but it's just not working. What's your story, Jackson? What's going on there?
I guess I was born into it, I was destined to be a musician.
Yep.
Destined with the curse.
Yeah.
Just cursed to be. Yeah. Anyway, it's a blessing or a curse.
It is a blessing and a curse. Honestly, it really is.
But it's my old man. Really, he's a musician. He done it his whole life and sort of raised me into it. Threw me on a drum kit at a young age and picked up a bass in school. Started doing lessons. Formed a band with my high school best mate. Met the bass player through a mate who I went to school with. We just played as a trio for a little while.
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
I was playing drums.
What did you call yourself?
At that time, we didn't really have a name. I've always been really bad with coming up with names for things.
Tell me about it.
I'm actually
quite
terrible. So we met the drummer anyway. He was anyway.
Long story.
We don't need to talk about that.
We don't need to throw shade on the first interview. That guy's a bit of a snake.
The way I came up with the name, the band ended up being called Split Century. And
wait. Just rewind a little bit. I know it was named something else before that.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Forever Endeavor.
Yeah.
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 That was whack.
No,
it's a whack name.
It's kind of
It's toy.
What's going on there, mate? Who was the brains behind that?
Me.
Of course
it was. I told you I'm terrible with names.
Terrible, horrible.
Do you know where I got that from?
What?
Forget which song. I think it's "Damn It"
Disney
by Blink-182. It was in a Blink-182, but it's not what he says. He's like,
Frozen,
shut up. He's like, when he's like,
shut up.
when he's like, forever and ever. But he's saying forever and so that's where I got that from, and it was terrible. So I changed it, and the way I changed it was I wrote down.
That was a good call, honestly.
I agree.
Big ups to management for that call.
Yeah, shout out to me also again. I wrote down 100 different words on a page, right, and then just looked at the page and turned one word into two, combined the words.
Wow.
Wrote down 20 different
Einstein shit. Just
bro, just brainstorming, just being a genius, I guess.
Butterfly effect, how everything just kind of. No.
Yeah.
All right, maybe not. Maybe it was bad.
But so that's how I came up with the name for that. Just writing a bunch of random words on the paper, and Split Century was the one that sounded the coolest.
It prevailed.
That's where it came from. Made a couple stickers, played a few gigs. Metro.
What was those
parties?
Gigs?
The biggest one, the best one was probably at the Metro.
Metro,
a little headliner there.
Shout out to the Metro. I've played the Metro before.
It's good. It's a good little venue.
It was actually a nice little venue.
Tube Scoots and Mum's Favourite. They are actually still killing it.
Mum's Favourite.
Yeah, they're really good.
I haven't heard of them. Big ups to
Sasha.
Mum's
is the
Favourite
lead singer.
Sasha.
Yeah, she's talented singer, very charismatic chick. Yeah, cool band. They
No,
played for
wicked.
us. They were going to play another show. Actually, I did play with them again. I had a gig booked at the Metro after the band broke up. I
Yeah.
didn't want to cancel it, so I played solo.
Yeah.
And I got them to headline instead of us headlining.
Okay.
So, yeah, I played
Yeah.
Mum's Favourite twice.
Yeah.
They were really cool.
Yeah.
And after that, I kind of just put it down for a while. Just quit music, packed
Happens,
the studio up,
Yeah.
focused on work, focused on friends, skating,
Life.
traveling, you know.
Being an adult sucks.
Yeah, it does.
It sucks.
It does
Bills
a little
suck.
bit. Yep.
Life sucks.
But
Music is sick.
it's fun, you know. It's fun being,
It's a journey.
it's fun just like taking life as it goes, you know.
Yeah,
Some days are bad, some
100%.
days are good, but
No bad days.
there's no sunshine, there's no flowers without a little bit of rain, you know.
Nice. I
Like they
it.
come out when the sun
Saved it.
shines,
Saved it with
but
that metaphor.
without
I
rain.
like it. Yeah, that was a good
Yeah, I
one.
tried. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, and then I started rapping. Just started rapping, bro.
Had to start rapping.
Just being sad, really.
That's
Just being at work, being depressed, working in winter when it's cold. And
shout out
fucking-
to the artists that
Yeah, you
start
are.
rapping by being sad.
Yeah, most of
You
us
know,
do. I think.
fun fact. We'll blank that one out. Thank you for pulling me up on that. But
That's right.
still,
I
that is
did
the.
say it as well. So.
I mean that is well. I mean we're both as
But
guilty
yeah,
as each
that's-
other. But that is
that's
the
my story, I suppose. That's how I came from being in a band to becoming a rapper. And
Like it.
Yeah, the open mic hype sort of helped me expand on that as well, because I'd never had any shows to play. I didn't really know how to get started because
that is a wicked platform,
dude, coming
for
from
artists.
coming from being in a band, like it's easy, you know. There's 4 of you. You've all got your instrument. You're playing a show. You set up.
Yeah,
play,
you're a little bit
you're
more
done.
comfortable.
It's easy. As when you're a
Yep.
rapper, it's like, how do you play a show? If you don't have decks, you don't have a setup. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just go out and play a
Yeah.
show. Like you could busk and like have a speaker playing behind you, but like
Shout out Brendan Torrance.
you're not really gonna play.
Shout out
at
Brendan
a venue.
Torrance. Have you ever seen Brendan Torrance?
No, I don't think
Dude,
so.
he busks, right? Dude,
Yeah.
there's a documentary on YouTube. Search it up. Brendan Torrance, Adelaide documentary.
Yeah.
He busks. He's got a little boombox. He's got a mic, and he just freestyles. He just sits in the mall and just
Yeah, sick.
spits his stuff. I don't know if he's still around. I haven't seen him in a while, but that was like 2019, 2020, 2018.
Yeah, yeah.
No, dude, he was a lurker, man. A lot of heads know Brendan Torrance.
Yeah.
He's got some bars, that guy. First time I ever saw him, he was like, I was walking past. He's like, guy in the Wu-Tang probably gets a lot of poo-tang. Because I was wearing a Wu-Tang beanie. I was like, this guy, my man, you know,
Sick.
big ups. I
Sick.
like it, you know.
Hell
Just
yeah.
like he's just like really good at freeing, you know.
Dope,
and I
man.
love that. And that's hip-hop, you know. Keeping it raw.
Fuck yeah.
But I mean, it can be done. It can be done, you know. There is a platform for it. You just got to make it. Make your platform.
You do, and that's what we're doing.
Get known. Be who you are.
Let's take it back to the open mic hype real quick.
Yeah.
They've been doing that was the 6th one last week, Thursday nights. They've been trying to do them once a month.
That was a great show.
It was probably the best one, I would
That
have
was
to
a
say.
really good show.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Yep, some really good standouts. BMA dropped a couple new songs this month, and his
BMA.
newest one.
Shout out
Menace.
BMA.
Yeah, still rocking the Tims.
Met him this week at the open mic. Humble dude.
Yeah,
Real humble dude.
Yeah, and just
Yep.
like loves the scene, loves hip hop. Like always
Dude, and-
hype.
Guy spits fire.
Does
Not gonna
yeah,
lie.
yeah, and he's got a different style. He's not like everyone else out there that's just like rapping, you know. Like he's got a little bit of jazz to him, and I
Bit
like
of finesse.
it. Bit of finesse, yeah,
Bit of finesse.
yeah. He's got a good flow.
Authenticity is the
Yeah,
word there.
dude. Yeah, that's right.
Authenticity.
Yeah.
Mm.
Who else? Lil Q.
Little
Always
Q.
kills it.
Adelaide hype man.
Yeah, that he's the open mic hype king. I think he won the first one.
Did he?
Yeah, he's
Big
won one
up.
of them. I think it was the first one.
Big up.
And yeah, he's still showing up to every
He's got
single
some
one.
bars.
You know what? He's the only guy who's won it and showed up to every single one after.
You know what? And he's always rocking those Hoka shoes.
Yeah, he is.
Those Hokas, bro.
Yeah.
Never missing, bro. Never lacking on the Hokas.
He's always rocking his merch too. He's got
Dude,
the Lil
he's
Q.
always on it, eh?
Yeah, the
no,
shirts
big
and
up.
the
Big up
jumpers.
Lil Q, eh?
Lil Q movement. Get behind it. If you're not following Lil Q already,
Dude,
You
you're
should be.
missing out,
Yeah,
honestly.
dude.
What
Yeah.
a head.
yeah,
What a head.
absolute don.
Yeah.
We got who was the standout for you?
Cobber.
Cobber, yes.
Big Collington.
Yeah, bro, legend.
if I was to say two. But yeah, big up Cobber. Honestly, the guy is underrated. Got some really hard shit, like bars, bar for bar, like real, honest, raw
Yep.
gutter. You know what I mean? Like just
Your style of music.
proper.
Yeah, bro.
Loves it.
Yeah.
Loves it. Illustrates.
Yeah.
Really killed it.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
First time hearing anything from him or ever meeting that dude. Real humble fella.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really, really cool. Got some really wise words. Man of God, that fella. Big ups to him.
Mm-hmm.
Is very creative with a graphite pencil.
He is. He's insane.
Crazy.
Dude. Actually, fuck, talented.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's all I can say. That guy has some talent. All I can do is a stick figure. I'm not that great. Not that great with a graphite pencil. Can write my name. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I
would hope so.
Pretty creative with the old letters, but when it comes to realism, I think that's a whole different.
It really is. It's something that you'll never catch me doing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's just all I can say is wow.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just say, big up Rock Biz and Bales for actually making that happen. You know, on a
and still showing up
consistently getting it to go, and big up everybody that comes to it as well and supports, not only just to get up and perform, but just to come and watch. There's actually a lot of people there that just come and watch it. They're not there to perform or anything like that. They're just there purely for the love of music, and I think that is really dope. That's what Adelaide needs right now.
Yeah, man. I agree completely.
Yeah. So, moving on.
I got two more standouts that I want to point out from the open mic real quick.
Do you? All right, we're going back.
Bobby Beans.
B-Man and Bobby Beans.
He is
B-Man, Bobby Beans.
B-Man / Bobby Beans.
My bad. I knew this. I'm fried.
He killed it.
He is.
New track with
really
Luke.
Dope. Like, he's got some really good breath control on stage.
Mr. Flow, as
and
Bales calls him.
His stage presence is really, really professional.
Yeah. Just raw bars.
Very raw.
Yeah,
great dude. Yeah, really.
And just the down-to-earth
really
guy.
talented.
Like, you can have a good chat with him too, and he's just a nice bloke.
Yeah.
And Breaker.
Breaker
was the other one.
Made the finals. Yeah, made the finals. I actually really, really loved his flow.
Yeah.
Something really different.
Yeah, and not every song was the same. Too.
No.
He had like a rap song. He had more of like an R&B.
That love song.
Dude,
I like
and then
him,
the
man.
song at the end was
sick,
like a good
man.
mix, and I really liked it.
No,
I
he
enjoyed
smashed it,
Breaker.
man. Big ups to him.
He actually played a show last night as well. It was Jay Lotus.
Okay.
Who's another rapper who I performed with a few at the Velvet Underground.
Yep.
So they played a show last night, and he performed there too.
There was also another show last night at Little Red Door.
There was, yes, Tommy Terror. And
Tommy Terror.
All caps.
Yep. Unfortunately, didn't make an entrance. Missed it last night.
Yeah.
A lot going on with organising this podcast right now, but just know that we will not be lacking anymore.
Yes, you'll be catching us at as
You'll
many
be seeing
gigs as
us
we can make it
around,
to.
so stay tuned. We'll love to have some people on the podcast and get some interviews going. I would like to announce having Cobber.
Yeah.
Getting Cobber.
Hell yeah.
Getting the big fella on. We're going to introduce him and kind of get to know him as an artist and see what he's been doing and what's coming out for him and what's happening. So stay tuned for that. That'll be a really good episode. Really excited for that.
Keen to have him here.
Got a lot of really cool ideas and this podcast is going to be a really great way for us to kind of showcase Adelaide hip hop and hip hop in general.
Not just Adelaide. We're gonna we're gonna start off focusing on Adelaide.
Yeah, I think
we'll branch
definitely
out across Australia. I think
just hip hop culture in general would be really cool. Also, there is a lot of branches to hip hop. Graffiti,
yes,
to say one, skating, breakdancing. You know, MCing, scratching.
Yep.
I think to have a mix of all of those sorts of cultures to make one, I think would be really cool to have different people from different walks of life just come on the podcast and kind of just give their story and tell us who they are,
Yeah, bro.
what they've
100%.
been through. I think it'd be quite interesting and
Yep.
give the listeners and viewers a chance to kind of meet their favourite artists and
And they don't just
local
have to listen
heads.
to us talking shit
they
for half an
don't
hour.
have to listen to our foul mouth voices. So
As much as we'd love them to.
I mean, that's it. Well, that's what we're here for.
Yeah,
I think we've got some really sick stuff coming out, so stay tuned. Thank you very much for tuning in for our first episode of the A2B podcast.
Yes, and before we go, we do have a couple things coming up this week to mention. There's
yes.
B-Man again, Bobby Beans and Lil Q have a new track coming out early August. So that is
stay tuned for that.
within the next 2 weeks. I couldn't find a release date anywhere, but I believe it's around the 2nd or the 3rd.
Yeah, right.
And Shoddy Shane has a gig tomorrow night.
Shoddy
Not tomorrow night,
Shane.
sorry. Shoddy Shane, Nate, Bridgie, Goldie, Lil Q, Tommy Marsh and Slim, 27th of July at the Gov.
27th.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. The Gov, one of my favourite venues in Adelaide.
That is
Balcony
actually
bar.
a really cool venue.
Yeah.
I have been there a few times.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's sick. So look out for that. Go see the boys. It's get your tickets now. It's on sale.
It's on sale.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
We'll see you there.
We will see you there. Cool.
I think that's it.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
You happy? Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Hell yeah. I'm Ajax.
I'm Balak. This has been A2B. Catch you in the next one.